Hmm. Pink ore didn't work. I don't know why the bot didn't work, but let me. Oh, okay. I see. So next time it should work. There we go. So that should work now. It's not gonna work now, but I'll post manually. Alright, so next time the bot should work automatically. That'll be nice. Alright, let's get going. Give ping cord a shot. Alright. Was thinking about attacking Ireland, but let's deal with our current war at hand first. I also got some meritocracy related shit that we could get, which would be nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and click that. Monthly literacy. Let's get this meritocracy tax. Seems like a few people have joined a coalition against me. Can I not move because of winter? Yeah. Oh, now they want to go to war with Muscovy too? Horrible time. This is a war that they have started. That's pretty cool. But I will join this, actually. I'm gonna need to hire some mercenaries. Alright, we're gonna just stick with, like, mercenaries for a little bit. We got a lot of people joining coalitions against us. This is good, though. We have Kiev on our side. The winter's really cool. It's like the middle of May. It's still winter. Makes sense. These guys up here. This is a bit ambitious, dual Spain. Uh, just gonna raise some troops over here so we can siege down that Spanish stuff and then maybe peace out. This might be our only opportunity. Good news is I actually invested and built some forts up here, so should be actually pretty difficult for Muscovy to actually get up in here. All right, let's see if we can peace out. What's the current state? Okay, Muscovy's like shredded already, so I think we can safely step in here soon and start sieging some stuff down. Okay, they only have 20,000 troops left. I should get to sieging. Okay, it's July. Surely we can move our troops now. Good. Of course, France didn't give me that. Well, I'll have to fight them again separately. Sick. take a few things, it seems. I don't really want to go too crazy in Russia, to be honest, so. Dude, they really pieced out and didn't give me anything. That's awesome. I should have pieced out earlier. It's on me mostly, but it's a little gay. Can't believe Kiev did that to me. Gave me 0 land. Same with fucking France and Spain. I joined 2 wars that I didn't start, and they gave me absolutely nothing in return. But I think next time we attack Muscovy directly. When's our... It's 14 years. And I didn't even take anything. That's awesome. Really cool stuff. Paradox. I'm gonna do tooling rights in Oslo. Alright, I think we declare war on Livonia next. Secure more of the Baltics, because then I could get a... Actually, would I be able to get a naval governor here? No, these are narrows. This might be the only spot I could build another naval governor in the meantime, until I maybe take Ireland. All right, let's get some better ships. Need more religious influence. start pushing towards capital economy, I think. You go ahead and turn on a light. Just 1 second. What's up, them? Mr. Scooby Doo! What's up, dude? Sorry. I don't know how long you've been there, man. I haven't really been looking at the chat. It's been kind of quiet today, but that's okay. I've been just like integrating forever, dude. Need to convince some people to move up to Cola. Not much, man. I'm playing this game. It's been fun so far. I got kind of fucked though at the beginning of the stream. I got called into a war with Kiev, and I got called into a war with Kiev where they attacked Muscovy. I took a bunch of shit, and they gave me like absolutely zero land. It's not a big deal because like all the stuff that they did take, I don't really care to have anyways. But in I think it's 6 years is when my CB ends or my truce ends. I'm gonna just like attack them, and then bring Kiev in again. But I'll at least be the aggressor this time. Same deal happened with France. France pulled me into a war against Spain, and I sieged this shit down. And I just like couldn't take it for some reason. It was annoying as hell. Yeah, I gotta do a lot of shit, and I'm good, man. I'm like doing pretty good. Scare is a city, I believe. I just went through and kind of like chose a few urban rights for a few of these. Let's go ahead. I can show you the different map modes. Just let me know too if there's anything you want to see. Be good for me to like actually look at it again too. One thing I was looking at when you popped in was I'm thinking about turning Cola into a town so I could like build a market up there. So right now I'm kind of running into this issue where like these markets just kind of like I don't know neck up like really hard. I mean it's not like this is gonna make me much money, but like all these guys have like no market access. So if I can get something if I could get something going up there, that would be good. But it's not a huge priority. Um, Definitely want to attack Muscovy again. I want to take this stuff, like pretty much all of this. I want to then maybe clean up some of these borders a little bit. And then I'm not going to push too far into it. At some point, I need to take this stuff from Normandy. That kind of pissed me off that they just decided to colonize that. Same with Spain, Finland. I'm trying to make these people actually finish. It looks like it's actually working out, but I need to convert this shit into Karelian from what I'm seeing. And actually, I think I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna start doing that. Let's go ahead and I want to try to maybe get somebody who's like actually good at this, but for now, this is the only guy available. I could also swap out the cabinet member too. Let's go ahead and get these guys converted to Finns. I need to convert these Novgorodians into Finns too. That might be the bigger priority, but nah. So I mean, I guess it wouldn't be a big deal for me to become Swedish, but um, they're at least Scandinavian, so that's kind of why I'm going with these culture groups. Right now, I got a bunch of Novgorodians. If Finns were considered Slavic, maybe it would make more sense, but I don't know. I guess I could turn this shit into Swedish. Probably wouldn't be a big deal, too. Looks like Norway. Starting to flood this place with a bunch of Swedes, too. But I gotta get rid of these Slavs, man. A lot of them. It's like 8% of my country. Let's take a look at my... Is there a town map? I really don't know. Proximity to capital. Looking pretty good. Also, I'll be right back. I have to pee really bad. 1 sec. Okay, sorry about that. Ooh, nice, dude. I really want to go to Scandinavia. I've been to Iceland, and I don't really think. I mean, I don't think it really counts. I would really like to go to Norway and Sweden, though. Really, I'd like to go to all of it. I like to see the whole world, man. But life is short, so you gotta prioritize. I'm a large guy too, but I still like to go on like hikes and shit. So, but hell yeah, dude. I've been getting a lot of Scandinavians join the stream. Another dude who pops in every once in a while. Vis, you might see him. Vis, if you come back. I don't know where he's at today, but he's from Denmark. A couple other Scandinavians have popped through. Yeah, no, it's not Scandinavia. I bet the culture I would say is Scandinavian, roughly. It's more Scandinavian than not, I guess. But there's a lot of expats there, so here we'll see if we'll see if the game says that they're Scandinavian. Oh, their primary culture is Swedish, so never mind. I guess Iceland's gone. So never mind. Damn, the Highlanders have really taken over. The Irish, Anglo-Irish still are around. Hanseatic. I didn't realize they were Hanseatic. I should fix that. Okay, whatever. Maybe we convert them in a little bit, but they haven't been getting too jiggy. These are my states right now too. Maybe we should check these out and see if there's any good ones that we can add here. I mean, honestly, the ones that I have are pretty good. See if we got any special ones. I need to move towards a capital economy. Yeah, I think if I were to go to Scandinavia, it'd probably be Sweden, just to go see the old cities, dude. Copenhagen, Stockholm, go see some museums. I got a pretty good nature trip when I went to Iceland, honestly. I only really went to like the western part of the continent, but I went to this little island here. Can't remember what I think it's called Westman. Oh no, it literally says it here. The Westman Islands. Yep. When I went quadding on a volcano there, an old volcano. It's a good time. I found out that Morocco, like pirates from fucking Morocco came and invaded Iceland at one point and took like 1,000 people from that island as slaves, which is crazy because like that's probably the entire island at the time. I imagine I think there were only like 1,000 people who lived on it when I visited, so just like an entire generation of people getting kidnapped, basically. What are you studying though? What subject? I got my master's degree in computer science, but I did my undergraduate in political science. It's nearly a history major though. Oh, very cool. Very cool. I'm gonna try to pronounce this. Alamenstraten. Alamenstraten. Almenstraten. Almen. I feel like it's getting worse. I went to Michigan State. I went to Michigan State for my undergrad, and then I went to Northeastern University for my master's degree. I was about to just show you on the map, but Northeastern is in Boston, and Michigan State is in Lansing, Michigan, which is not a very well-known city, but that's awesome though. It's funny because when people try to set up tents and shit up here, they just get kicked out and they're called homeless. But I currently live in Maine, and Maine actually is kind of similar in that regard, where you could like go hiking and camping on property as long as it's not posted. So if somebody says you can't, you can't. But if not, you're good otherwise. Yeah, Michigan is in the Midwest, so it's like kind of yeah, it's on the east of Lake Michigan. I live about it's right in the middle of the state actually, right in the center. They call Michigan the mitt because it looks like a hand almost, or like a baseball mitt, and Michigan State is like right there. It's an artificial city. Michigan has an interesting history. Detroit is a very large city for the most part, or like larger than Lansing. But the state decided that Detroit had too much power, so they made a capital in the middle of the state, in the middle of a swamp. So that's the history of Lansing, Michigan. I think we have Calvinists in our country, which I don't really like. Speaking of Lutheran, we need to convert some of these Norwegians into Lutheran. Also, how far am I from an empire? Can't be too far. I need to have 5 million people as part of my culture, so maybe I do need to actually be converting everybody into Swedish. Maine is beautiful. Maine is beautiful. I live right on the water, so I haven't really been out on the water too much this season, but I need to. We have a very small window of good weather in Maine, but when it is nice in the summer, it's beautiful. But it's good kayaking, good jet skiing. Yeah, you call Santa with a snotty nose. Actually, let me see. Yeah, no, I see it. That's interesting. And actually, Denmark is a bit of a hand shape also. I'm always impressed with Europeans and their understanding of English. I mean, I have a lot of slang. I try to speak a little bit better when I'm speaking to people, or I try to speak more proper when I know I'm speaking to people who isn't their first language, where English is not their first language. Um, but I'm always impressed with Europeans and their ability to understand us Americans. The only language I ever tried to learn was Italian, and I could read it to a little bit, to an extent, but beyond like a 10-year old's reading level, I would be a little lost. Sorry, I've been yapping a lot. I need to get this guy to be 16 so that I can make him my admiral. Because in this game, I went admiralty regime so that I could get my naval up. I also have harbor administration, which gives me a naval governor. It's giving me a lot of proximity impact through port, local monthly development growth, which is awesome. Mining communities is really good too because it's giving me a lot of iron, copper output. Um, Administration of shipyards is also very good because it's giving me the proximity cost through port. But it's giving me another naval governor, and I don't have another spot to put another naval governor right now. I think I want to invade We're gonna let Orthodox migrate. I think I want to invade Ireland though, so I could form the North Sea Empire. That's a good question. It might have been Connecticut, but let me look. 1 second. Now I'm curious. It's interesting because Maine was like a colony of Maine was like a colony of a colony. So there was the Massachusetts Bay Colony, and Maine was a colony of the Massachusetts Bay Colony for a long time, and then the northern part of it was owned by France, I think, and some of it was even owned up by England for a little while. I believe it was contested. You know what? I think it was the Potomac, the Army of the Potomac. Oh no, yeah, you're right. It was 20th Maine was in there. The Army of the Potomac was in the Gettysburg campaign, and then also the First Minnesota Infantry. Yeah, I guess that makes it easier. I watch a lot of anime though, and I'm certainly not picking up on any Japanese. I guess if like I was younger, it's a lot easier when you're younger. Um, but if I was younger, I would and I had a reason to consume like Spanish media. Actually, that was what you. I don't know if you had Dora the Explorer by you guys, but Dora the Explorer was like a big thing because it was a kids show and it teach you Spanish, and did a good job. A lot of people learn Spanish that way actually. So I had a friend growing up who was like a turbo nerd watching Dora the Explorer, and he still speaks Spanish to this day. All right, I need to figure out what to build. I have so many buildings I should build. I need to really expand my burger estate. And actually, before we do that, let's get down all of these council halls because these cost a decent amount of money. And I think I'm nearly. I actually have to put a bunch down in Norway. What's up, Cap? Bay Colony, a trading colony? Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's up, Cap? Cap is from the UK. I have almost no Americans that watch my stream except for my friends, which is fine. I love it. That's part of streaming the Paradox games. I think a lot of Europeans play it. People, I work obviously. I don't do this full time. I wish I could, but people at my job also game. I work in software, so a lot of people are pretty nerdy for the most part, and they're like, "Oh, what games do you play?" And I'm like, I play grand strategy games." And then they're like, "Oh, like what?" And then we get into it a little bit. And I'm like, "Yeah, I play Paradox games, historical grand strategy." I play a lot of games though too, so. But they'll always be like, "Yeah, I've been really into Undertale," and I'm like, I need to check that out." All right, so I'm upgrading my navy. That'll be big. And then as soon as my son is old enough, I'm gonna make him an admiral. I'm good, Cap. What's up, dude? Also, Cap, I promise that at some point I'm gonna take a break from EU5. I appreciate you coming back, dude, continuously, despite you not being that into this game. I've just been on such a streak with this lately. And I pull in the new viewers, which I appreciate, but I do want to check out an RPG lately. I always have my like hidden treat of a game. So like lately I've been playing that James Bond game that came out. It's been really fun. I don't know if you guys ever checked out like the Hitman series, or like the last one. There are a few of them. The open world ones though, they're pretty fun, and it's made by the same people. IO, highly recommend it. I have not been playing it on stream though. Oh, guys, I'm a great power. Again, I think I was a great power very briefly before. Also, I think I need to actually ask for a CB and we go to war. I think maybe I take the rest of Norway. I don't think I could attack the Livonians. Can't attack Russia just yet. Can't attack Muscovy just yet. I would like to take this at some point, but it's not really worth it for just two provinces that don't really matter at all. I think Norway makes the most sense. I could attack Ireland, and the reason I say that is because if I do attack Ireland, I could form the North Sea Empire. I just have to have any location in Ireland. So, Mr. Scoopy Jew, I love it. It's a good name. So the problem with me attacking Ireland is obviously the fact that people will be very upset with me in England, I think, but maybe we just go for it, dude. Try to get an alliance. Maybe not now. Well, let's take the rest of Norway. That's something that we should do. Oh, do I still have a truce? Yeah, I do. When does that truce end? Oh, okay, literally it ends next month. If I had just waited a little while longer, I could have gotten my CB. That's alright. Can't. I'm trying to get the Teutons to hate me. I need to keep insulting them so that they leave our defensive pact, because I'm in a defensive pact with them right now. I really actually have nobody to attack, so maybe we just wait another month. Wait till another parliament. And Argentina should have gotten red cards for half their team with that Falkland banner they had. It was a dirty move. That banner keep politics out of sport. What did they mention? The Falklands? Oh yeah, that you already said that. That's crazy. Speaking of politics out of port, speaking of politics out of the sport, how about Trump, guys? Did you guys see that he got cut out of that photo of the Spanish team took like right after they won? He like tried to go and stand next to the team while they were taking their team photo, and the president of FIFA had to go and like move him out of the way. Be like, come over here, man. Get out of the way. Man, that was kind of a boring game though. Boring match. Soccer, not soccer, football. I'm sorry. Football, it's getting more popular in the States, but I personally am not that into it. I'll watch the World Cup and big events like that, but um, it's just never been that popular. At least when I was growing up, I played it when I was really little. It's a popular sport for kids in America, surprisingly, because it's like not violent, not very violent compared to American football. But I played American football and lacrosse when I was a teenager, and that was always fun. Though I'm not a big football guy anymore. Yeah, I would say that Trump is very funny, but it would be more funny if Trump wasn't our president. Trump would be a very good comedian. Alright, I think we expand our military a little bit. I think I'm gonna get supply convoys, because those are pretty useful for where I'm at. Just build 3 of those for now. And some cities, so Stockholm, I could get some decent money from jewelry. Let's see, I got that silver mine now, which the game gives you. I'm gonna actually, yeah, we'll do it here, because I don't think I'm really building anything of use in this city. And weaponsmiths? One of these cities, yeah, okay, it was Kalmar that I made like a weapon city. Just build a few more weapon workshops. Just make sure that we're using all of our burgers. I mean, I'm not doing a great job of optimizing my burgers, and I should be. But every once in a while, I dump a good amount of investment into that. Speaking of which, I think we should probably start putting down some market villages. I like to put them in the really crappy provinces, like up here, because they would not have any market access otherwise, really. So let's get market villages down in places where I just don't have them right now in my main market, my Stockholm market. There we go. Show them a little bit of love. Yeah, man, the Greenland stuff is a bit wacky. I mean, alright, so like this is gonna sound very insensitive, but like from a strategic standpoint, I completely understand why Trump would want to have Greenland, but like the fact that Greenland and Denmark are a part of NATO should just make that a non-starter of a discussion. You know, if Trump was like, I want to buy Greenland, which he did say, if I want to buy Greenland, and they're like, okay, but you have to pay like gazillion dollars, you know, and they accepted that, that's one thing. But to be like, to actively like say you're gonna attack a NATO ally is kind of crazy. So it's not kind of crazy; it is crazy. That's kind of where I mean, he lost me a long time ago. I voted for him the first time, unfortunately, but he kind of lost the plot pretty quickly. I mean, it's even longer if you technically think that the start date is like the day we initially struck their nuclear sites back in February. So it's a little nuts. Um, and we just got to ride it out a little while longer. Yep. Yeah, exactly. I think ultimately Trump will get what he wants for reasons that are like in terms of like NATO contributing more. You know, like more military spending and what all that shit. I think ultimately that's gonna happen, but not for the reasons that we would like. Not because they're afraid of us or because they're concerned about us. That's not the world I want to live in. But it's good. It's good that NATO is becoming more self-sufficient without America. I just wish it was like on friendlier terms. Really, everybody's going to shit. We're getting those flock cameras everywhere. Yeah. So like the only reason I could see America like wanting to actually own Greenland is because of the rare earths, the rare earth minerals. But I'm pretty sure we already have like rights to mine it, or like we could just buy them from Greenland without any issue. So I don't really understand why we have to own it. You know, I mean we practically have free reign over it now. So It's unfortunate. I try not to think about it too much, but it's sometimes it gets pretty hard. I turn on Fox News. I'm sure I don't know if you guys really even have Fox News by you. You know, I'm sure you have some kind of like international Fox channel, but some of the stuff that they say is a little nutty. Some of it is pretty outlandish. It just aggravates me. So try to live peacefully. I will say though, when I went to Italy like 2 summers ago, whenever Melodi was elected prime minister of Italy, all the Italians I spoke to in Rome were like, love Trump. I was like, yeah, like, whatever, dude. I was a Republican for a long time. I'm pretty non-political now because of some of the stuff that that party's been doing. So they gotcha. That makes sense. I mean, like whenever I'm in other countries, like honestly, I still watch BBC more than I watch any American channel. I really like BBC because you get like a perspective from outside of America, which a lot of the time is more valuable, I think, than like the percent, like just the kind of the echo chamber that we live in. Though I think that Sky News is owned by Fox or Rupert Murdoch, and Sky News is definitely international somewhat. Not that I really watch Sky News, but Sky News isn't so bad. I've watched it in the past. Oh, people are rebelling against me. It's not very cool. Alright, I need Lundberg to get their ass over there, dude. Lundberg is fighting this war for me. Nice, I could get a religious aspect finally for Lutheranism. Been saving up for a while. So, what can we get here? There's some pretty decent ones here. Crown as Head of Faith is pretty nice. The monthly control is pretty nice. Tax efficiency +3 is also very good. How much is that contributing to my income though right now? Wish there was an easier way to see that. Okay, so the tax efficiency is tacked on top of each individual. So I'm getting +4 now. Um, yeah, it's really not that much. 3% of like each of these. I mean, it's not nothing, but I don't know if it'll be nicer later in the game. I think we take this, and that way we get centralization, and we also get some monthly control, which is very good. Ooh, usury allowed is very good too, and that also pushes me towards capital economy, which I need to start doing. So I think we take that actually, and then we do the control one later. I have a lot of notifications. Income from minting +5%. So we're making 167 now. 67 times 5. They'll give us like 9 more ducats a month. 8.5. Hmm. It's tough to say. I think we do the control one still. Bank interest is nice, but capital economy is nice, but we'll do crown as head of faith. And then later on we'll take the control one. Yeah, I'm I'm surprised like Trump hasn't like leaked what they've been using in like some of their skirmishes. Like they had like in Venezuela, he like started talking about some tech that they use, and then like I could just tell our defense our Secretary of State was like giving him side eye. He's like, bro, you can't be telling people about this stuff. He was like, we got lasers, and they could come from anywhere. It's like, bro, okay. Nobody wants to hear that. Stop scaring people. All right, I think I got a sail over there, unfortunately. Oh, they're making me sail over to Orkney. At least your guys' defense budget is still a defense budget. We've rebranded recently. Big Department of War guys. Yeah, especially when Trump's kind of like a madman. Just like, yeah, we don't even need your help. Actually, we need your help. Why did nobody come and help us? It's kind of crazy. He's like, well, yeah, we didn't even need it. But why didn't you? It'd be still nice if you helped, actually. Yeah, that's my president. He's my president. Yeah, that's Trump class. So that funny part about that is where I live. The they actually produce a lot of the destroyers. They make a lot of destroyers in Bath Iron Works, which is in Maine. And so when Trump was posting like the Trump class ship with the AI images, people were like memeing like, "Oh no, we're gonna be seeing those in our harbor," because it's right down the road from me where they make the destroyers. In all fairness, we do need to get a new generation destroyer. I think our current generation is pretty dated, but the fact that he was like just posting like an AI generated image. So I need to annex Orkney. I need to get my guys there, but all these ships were mothballed. So actually, let's just raise our. I don't have any naval levies. Okay. Yeah, the British really do get bombed. It's a classic bit. World War II must have sucked, dude. I'm a fat little baby and I can never fight in a man's war like that, but honestly, getting bombed every night is almost scarier than just like having to, I don't know, probably not, but not ideal. Not very cool. Okay, we just gotta integrate this stuff, and then we are all integrated up finally. I think I can stop telling people to move here. I think I've kind of maxed out that RGO a fair amount. So let's take a look at our other RGOs though, and see what else. Maybe I need some employees. We should tell people to move to that little town. So let's look at our tax base. Nothing crazy. Gotta have nuclear powered Nuclear powered carriers. Of course, I lost great power status. France is having a little revolt. It's not very nice. How? Let's tell people to move up here to Cola. And I'm gonna build a town up here. And then we'll be able to build a market. Severe winter. It's gonna be an awful place to live, but we need a market up there, I think. Let's get some more paper down. Scarrow is a pretty good town for it, but actually, what province is this part of? It's part of Oakland. I think I'm gonna make this a kind of town. Can I make that? I need to start specializing my industries a little bit. Seems like glass is pretty good there. Lumber and sand RGOs. And then what are the others? So there's like a masonry town. It's not that good. I need to crank up my automation. Need more charcoal. A lot more charcoal. I'm also going to build granaries that should improve our hop growth. Just max those out. Nice. It even failed the naming board. Sorry, the naming triggers me. Like naming your kid Teresa, better nickname Center. Yeah. Actually, fuck. What is my siege? The siege is still going on, huh? I would like to end this war, but I need to get Orkney. Let's get some more armories down. Oh, nice. I could build some more settlements. Let's do that. Not, I can't build many more, but this will be good. Oh, yeah, up there. It'll be good. Get some up there in that part of Russia. How is the siege going? It's nearly done. I probably should have sent my bigger navy there, but oh well. Annex Revolter. Cool. Also gonna buy global trade. Well, it looks like Hungary's fighting back against the Ottomans. Also, I think our son is old enough now to be a admiral. Yep. So let's go ahead and make him an admiral. And we can make our king an admiral, but of a smaller navy. And then let's put somebody in charge of this one. Not sure why I didn't already have somebody in charge of that one, but probably because I didn't want anybody accidentally influencing the air, the air under my naval society. So looks like a few people would join them if I decided to attack Norway. Not very nice. Let's also send another insult to the Teutons. Maybe we just fight Muscovy again. We should be able to in like one more year. Wait till Kiev is ready though. So it looks like Georgia would join now, Lithuania. Not that they're very concerning. They would probably die of a lot of attrition. increase mercantilism. We could get that up to 50, and that might open us some new estate privileges that could be useful. So we have enough money. I think we just go ahead and build some roads. Just go absolutely nuts on the roads. It's like people are moving to cola, which is good. All good, buddy. I'm probably gonna have to call it here in a little bit, anyways. I have an early day tomorrow, and I probably won't be streaming tomorrow. I have something I gotta do in the afternoon, and I think I'm just gonna relax afterwards. Oh, it's been a good stream. It's been uneventful though, and like not much has happened. I had little couple skirmishes right at the beginning, but I guess we could attack Norway. Why won't France join, dude? I should just attack. I should just attack Ireland and form the North Sea Empire. Big navy upgrades. Oh shit, it's only 9:30. I could stream for a little bit longer. Thanks, Cat. Maybe this weekend I do something different. I think maybe we do like another one-off. Maybe I've been playing that baby steps game a little bit here and there. It's pretty funny. I highly recommend it. It's pretty infuriating though. I have another naval governor, but I don't have any room for another naval governor. I need to do something with these naval governors. I'm very tempted to attack Ireland. I think I'm gonna do it, guys. We need to get England to be very happy though before we do that. I think I'm gonna regret it, but we're attacking. We're attacking Ireland. know France would join. Maybe I attack England, dude, and invade Scotland. Fuck. Is England the naval hegemon? Might be a big mistake. Here it is. Yeah, England is the naval hegemon. They have 57 heavies. Uh, no, I think we just attack Ireland for now. Maybe I attack Normandy. I think we attack the two Livonians. Or no, we go for the Teutons, and then we take Danzig, and then we'll be able to build a naval governor. Might need to do a law change too. Mm. We do burger controlled mining operations. We do horticulture actually. All right, so we'll attack the Teutons here. get these guys over here. Somebody need to sail my boys over. Alright, and then we have Kiev attack for us. Let's blockade ports. Alright, let's wait till Kiev starts moving up. Fight Lithuania a little bit. Let them do some of the dirty work. Maybe we buy some mercenaries too, just to fight Livonia. Alright, there we go. It's a little army right there. They have a good amount of forts. Oh, I didn't realize Kiev wasn't already in this war. Hoping these guys break up a little bit. Alright. Able to jump right in there and stack wipe them. Some point, once they're pretty depleted, we can go in and send our professionals down into this Danzig. Gotta be big Baltic, guys. Starahov. Sadarov. Oh, they still got some troops left. Not that many, though. This might be a risky maneuver, sending my entire professional army down over there, but... Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. I just lost my entire professional army. Not a big deal. Alright, I'm gonna just send a massive amount of levies over to try to take Danzig, because it has no fort. So all I need to do is kind of just jump on it. Fuck. Alright, we can just take Danzig. Nice. Alright. We're big Scandinavians. Alright, guys. I think this is a good spot to call it here. We'll continue this on Wednesday. I'm gonna sign off early tonight. Good game, though. Yeah. Got the naval governor down in Danzig. I'm gonna need to actually, before I forget, to make sure we're integrating Danzig. And we'll continue this next time, boys. Cap, you have a good night. Mr. Scooby Doo, welcome, dude. Check out the Discord. I'm gonna try to post when I'm going live in there. So, yeah, keep an eye out for the streams, dude. Y'all have a good night.